Mhm.
big pat on the back to yourself.
Thank you, brother, and thank you to you, big time, big time. I've actually been bragging about you quite a bit to some of my buddies. It's funny, I've been serving plant medicine for about 9.5 years, um, specifically 5-MeO DMT. And my mentor that's been mentoring me in that space, he actually came to stay with me for a day and a half. And, I kind of filled him in on what I've been doing on the side and who I've been working with. And he was just mind boggled by everything I was sharing with him. And I said, dude, you won't believe it. Like, I'm freaking working with a genius, a complete genius. And like everything I'm sharing with you is like a little tad bit of what this genius knows. And I said, he's only in his 20s. It's just mind blowing the fact that he is so young, yet he's so grounded and he's so individualized. He's been able to be so individuated to where he has a mind for himself. Um, so you've been getting a lot of compliments, man, from some of my wise teachers that I have in my life that are like 3 times the age of you. And I just think this is
Wow.
badass.
Wow. I appreciate that. Right? We've had maybe like 15 to 20 lessons.
Yeah, yeah,
And
about a month and a half.
what would you say is about the profits you made?
At the least 3,200.
$3,200.
At the least. And that's actually come more so in the last, that's come so more in the last 3.5 to 4 weeks. First week I had some really big wins, and then I also had a couple pretty decent size losses. But recently I've been able to capitalize on a lot of things that I've learned from you, and I've had a lot of wins and making some really good profits off of some projects that I've gotten into either from your advice and going over the charts together and you having some really great recommendations, and then some other investments that I made just through my own intuition.
Awesome. And then, so based on what you've already invested into the mentorship, I would say you're at least at a 2 to 3x on cost of education.
I would say more around a 4 to 5x, brother. Definitely.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. I mean, in all honesty, I would say after our third session we had, even though I didn't actually start getting into investing, meaning getting into the memes, I already feel like that I received all what I've invested with our short amount of time we've had together. I already feel like I've received all of that back plus more just from the information and everything that I've been learning from you. So even though it didn't necessarily reflect in my portfolio and wallet, it was being reflected just through what I gained through everything you've been sharing with me. So, I mean, I feel like my investment that I've been putting into working with you, I've received that back beyond what is showing in relation to numbers. I really feel like I've received it more so in relation to how I just have a completely different perspective on everything. Everything. I mean, memes are crypto, even though a lot of people I think would, kind of separate them. But what we've been doing has been meme stuff and, day trading, looking at gold, looking at Bitcoin. But it's just given me a different perspective on everything. And like you've said, is like just mastering the foundation, in which your foundation is different than other people's foundation, but mastering your foundation, it's applicable to anything, stocks, gold, silver, Bitcoin, memes, whatever it is you want to be investing in is applicable. So that's where I'm getting the most amount of value is, we may be talking about, 1 or 2 things during a session, but those 1 or 2 things we're talking about is applicable to like 6, 7 different things.